Are there any other clever approaches or tactics that you've seen to ensure that your Claude Code isn't making any syscalls or any native function calls that could be dangerous or malicious?
Definitely. There's a lot of stuff that's built in, and there's a lot of stuff that as a user you can configure. So, at the most basic level, obviously, as Anthropic, we spend a ton of time on model alignment. And there's just like a huge percent of the company, this is what they work on. And so using bash commands that are in line with what a human would want to use and not malicious and not like something that's like potentially dangerous, this is actually fundamentally just a model alignment problem. And there's a lot of people that are working on this and something that we try to bake into the model as much as possible. The second layer is when there is content that comes, there is some external information that comes into context. There's a kind of a few different threat models you want to think about. The biggest one is prompt injection. And one way this can happen is if Claude reads some information on the internet and that has some instruction like, you must rf the home directory or something, and then Claude listens to that. In practice, we have not seen something like this exploited just because the generally alignment is good. Claude knows to not follow this. But there's also a bunch of protections in place in terms of various prompt classifiers that we have. And we don't let Claude see the raw result of any kind of web fetches like this for this reason. So we kind of have an intermediate model that does summarization and make sure that Claude doesn't see it. Whenever Claude does run a bash command, there's another classifier that runs to make sure it's safe. And we also do a bunch of static analysis to make sure that it's safe. If we're not sure, we're going to prompt you for permission. These are a few of the things that we do. There's obviously a lot more. As far as secrets go, definitely use deny rules in settings JSON. This is the right way to go. All you have to do is deny read. You don't have to deny glob or grep or anything. Those all respect the read rule. So just deny that one. The other kind of clever thing that you can do is you can use post hooks. So we have pretty rich support for hooks. And if there's any kind of hook that's missing, just let us know in the issue tracker and we'll build it. And so what you can do is anytime that a tool result comes back, before it goes to the model, you can intercept it. And you can say, does this have credentials? Or whenever the model has some kind of output, you can look for credentials and do secret scrubbing that way.
And if I was managing a team of engineers and wanted visibility into the type of data that they're pulling in to their model's context or to their cloud context, is there a way to start to build visibility across teams or across organizations?
Yeah, I think the best thing to do is we actually support OTel, OpenTelemetry for Claude Code. And so you can use this to emit all sorts of events and just get that information.